Tirico, Greg Olson. Greg, it's that time of the year, a little bit more urgency. The calendar page turns to November. We kind of know who the good teams are. The midpoint of the NFL season, always a great time to take a step back and look ahead to what's down the road for us.
Yeah, no doubt. And I always felt, even as a player, that you never really knew how good you were as a team or how good everyone else around the league was until you kind of got to this point in the year. November, December football. That's really where teams separate themselves from the pack, and that's where playoff pictures start to unravel. That's where there's a little bit...
So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. This crowd ready in anticipation. Their offense taking the field for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
Really solid all-around performance last week, Mike, and I think the biggest factor that led to the win is his ability to continue to protect the football. He executed the offense, ran it exactly how they designed all week in practice. Now, it might not have been earth-shattering performance statistically. They got the win. If he can continue to play that style of ball, it's going to be a tough group to match up with.
He's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Now they'll set up to throw. To the outside, catch made by Brown.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback. Getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Here's 2nd and 2. Here's a first carry for their running back. And he's going to get him a first down here across midfield and down to the 45.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
And the defense, good job sticking to their rules. They didn't take their eyes off the running back, who gains nothing. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Now this time they'll look to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
And that is incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. So you know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
That's going to be out of bounds, no return, and the drive's going to start just inside the 20-yard line. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. They'll be led out by a young man who's making a name for himself, their rookie quarterback.
There wasn't really anything fancy about the performance in last week's win, Mike. I mean, he had the 1 interception. He would clearly like to have that one back. But for the most part, I thought he did a nice job keeping the ball out of harm's way. However, it's clear after reviewing the film, he left a lot of opportunities out there. I think there was a lot of meat left on that bone. The 2 touchdown passes, those were great. If he's going to continue to lead his team to more wins in the future, he has to do a better job identifying those mismatches, finding those opportunities, and when they present themselves, he's got to take it.
From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. He's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call your...
That's over the middle and intercepted. And And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's out to Brown, right side, complete. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
At the 49-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays. But I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark.
The visitors' offense about ready to get going on their second possession. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. He did a good job of making one man miss, but could not get away from this defense in the end. It turns into a loss of yardage.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Here's 3rd and 2. Now, faking the give. That's over the middle and intercepted. And this defense will take over here following the interception.
This is something we see so often out of these young quarterbacks, Mike, is their inability to manipulate the defense. They kind of telegraph where they're going to go with the ball, with their eyes. And I'd love to see him the next time when he gets to the top of his drop. Look off the safety. Hold some of the underneath defenders from where you ultimately know you want to go with the ball. A lot of that just comes with experience, and sometimes you got to gain that experience the hard way.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. He'll start this drive by keeping it himself. The defense not biting. They stay at home, stop the quarterback. No gain on the play. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
At the 35-yard line.
Back to throw. Quick throw, out wide. It's caught. He's going to be a little short of the first down there. He's up to the 45-yard line. They'll throw here on 3rd and short. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8. He'll drop to throw. Going down the middle of the field, and he's got his tight end. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown. It's his second touchdown of the year. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry, and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice, but it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
No problem there on the extra point, and his guys will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And there wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
2 nice play calls here to kick off the drive. 15 more on that one.
Every staff in the league that understands if we have to play a rookie quarterback, regardless of their talent, regardless of how high they were drafted, the ideal situation is to fill that huddle with as many veteran players as possible. The quarterback's going to be young. He's going to make some mistakes. The more veteran, talented guys around him, the easier it is to weather those mistakes.
In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. So they'll talk over what to do on this third down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. 7-0 is our score. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, like living in these 3rd and long situations. Must pass is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The home team's offense ready to take over once more. They lead it here in the second quarter, 7-0, as they begin with a 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That caught by Davis. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Trying to set up the screen, but he just had to spike that one. This will be incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw again. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
That'll be intercepted.
You know, Mike, anytime a team can go nickel or dime and come off the field with an interception, I just am constantly reminded of the importance of defensive back depth when you're building an NFL roster. I mean, think back. This is not the old NFL base 3-4, base 4-3. Offenses are going to roll out 2, 3, 4 high-level wide receivers at you in this pass-first modern era. If you can't roll out 5 DBs and all of them hold their own and be trusted to hold up, you are going to struggle defending these pass-first modern offenses.
They'll send a tight end in motion. It's first down, and they'll run. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end, and they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Well, I'll tell you what, Mike, this is one of those times where you really see the evolution of the tight end position, right? It's not the days of just go past the first down, turn around, catch it, and fall. We see so many guys around the league that with the ball in their hand, they're almost more running back than they are tight end.
He's trying to get around the corner, but can't. Going to be run down behind the line. A completion, yes. A loss of yardage, yes as well. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. He'll get 4 and down inside the 20-yard line. Here's 3rd and 7. Throwing now from the gun. That is caught back corner of the end zone for the touchdown. The teamwork was just ideal there. Greg, we don't see practice all week, but we see it pay off in the game.
And when you have a wide receiver, Mike, that can operate near the sideline, it just increases the amount of space that quarterback has to work with. He knows that he can put that ball maybe a little bit further away from the defender, knowing he's got the guy on the other end to not only secure the catch, but to keep his feet in bounds for a touchdown.
So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The home team's offense ready to see what they can do. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Up the middle they go. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
A yard brings up 3rd and 5.
He'll get this one complete to Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds with a gain of 7. That'll be enough for a 1st down. Quickly to the outside and complete.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
They'll run it on the inside handoff. And it'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Here's a 3rd down and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. That That's number 40 on the season for him.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Now they'll set up to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hands, and results in a completion. It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had third and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And that's going to wind up incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down? I know this play results in an incomplete pass, but I think this is a really good job by the quarterback. His clock was going off. He felt that rush. He had no immediate target to go to with the ball. Instead,
oh, he did all he could to get away, but they're going to catch up to him. It is a big loss.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
So on fourth down, they'll call out the field goal unit. This one from 54 yards out. And he missed it. It's no good. And the score remains tied at 7.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
When you go out and invest in a young guy like this to be part of your backfield's future, you got to find ways to get him involved early, and I think here's a case of doing just that.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
Pretty good throw there by the 4th-round pick. It is a first down. They'll look to throw. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Just a little slow developing on that screen play there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And he's going to get there. He got the first down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling. They'll look to throw yet again. Quick throw, taken in. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Back to the air one more time. Quick throw here is complete. And this drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team. Back to throw. the goal line and in for the score.
87. Touchdown, San Diego.
The kicking team off for the extra point. The kick is good. And the visitors will move out to a 14-7 lead.
Home team, 7.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. On the return, here comes Gibson. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The home team's offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. Going down the center of the field, open man, and it's taken in. So we have reached halftime with these two teams separated by a touchdown. As we send, and instead, why don't we get right back to it as we'll get ready for the third quarter. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position, instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. From the 25, they'll go to work, 1st and 10. Here's a run to begin this third quarter. He's going nowhere. Going to lose yardage on that play.
With the struggles they had running the ball in the trying here early in the second to get this ball carrier going. But this last run's not going to do him any favors. Another rush, another loss of yards.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. They'll try to set up the screen here. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down. Special teams on the field, ready for this punt. He'll punt for the 2nd time, looking to hit another good one. And no run back here. Fair catch taken at the 17-yard line. The home team's offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll get this into the hands of his running back. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself in your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll throw out of the gun. Open man is Davis. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
At their 48-yard line.
Davis heading in motion. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. He's going to be out of bounds, but he's got the first down. A pickup of 8.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Man in motion, heading left. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And he'll get this down inside the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 5 yards. Here now, 3rd and 5. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive. He'll go left side here and complete this one. 2nd down and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down. The red zone now. Oh, no chance to get rid of that one. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
And that's a big-time play. It felt like they really needed it, Mike. That was a drive where the offense seemed to be in complete control. Anytime on the defense where you find yourself on your heels, you're giving up big plays, you're giving up fresh set of downs, you need a spark. You need something to change the momentum of the drive, and we'll see if that was it right there.
The throw on the run is complete.
So often, sacks, especially on first down, can be drive killers. But their ability here to take this from 2nd and long to 3rd and short, they've got a really good opportunity here, Mike. If they don't get it on 3rd, don't be surprised if they go for it on 4th.
And he goes out of bounds at the 3, and from there, it's going to be 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to go backwards on that one. They take him down back at the 6-yard line.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
The defender saw this the entire way, Mike. He actually ran the route before the receiver even got to his spot. I think they're fortunately this one didn't end up getting picked and going the other way.
And he's in. Has a touchdown. Not going for 2, they'll kick the point after. He's got it, and his guys will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. This returnable from the 4. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The visitors' offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. This one, everything we could have hoped for to this point. All even at 14. They'll start this drive with first down. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. Going to try to pick up the first down with a zone read.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking first down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
Punt team out, ready to send this one away. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. So now, out comes the offense, led by their quarterback as and he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
That's complete on the tight end screen. They'll try to use that size to push forward, but it's not going to work. Defense strong up front, and they're going to get him down behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and long. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll go right and find his running back. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. We're about ready now for the punt. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. This team's offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. Here's 2nd and 6. He'll get this out wide. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, San Diego.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down here on what will turn out to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 6. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Now a timeout for injury. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. So it's 4th down. They'll call on the punt team. Important punt here in this tie game late. And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. The offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll stick with him again. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. Wow, an important one coming here. Tie game, late, and this is 3rd down. They'll look to throw. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. His 8th reception of the game, and good for a first down.
You get in these situations, 3rd down, tie game, 4th quarter. I mean, this is really where your quarterback makes his money. You're going to put your faith and say, all right, what is the best play for this offense to execute? And the game really rests in the hands of your quarterback, and he continues to come up with these 3rd down pickups and continues to extend this drive. He's got a shot to come away the hero.
And he will take this one in. 70 yards for the touchdown. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the 4th quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now that pressure shifts to your defense, your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. So now this team's offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Off play action. He'll set up to throw.
The whole idea of the play action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the late in the fourth. Trying to run out the clock and protect this lead, but at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
2 nice play calls here to kick off the drive. 15 more on that one. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
At the 28-yard line.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. And that is incomplete.
You just can't say enough about how hard it is to play cornerback in today's modern NFL, Mike. I mean, not only are these wide receivers better than ever, but the way the rules are written, you're really out there on an island with not a lot of options. Your technique has to be perfect. Your timing has to be perfect. It's exactly what we saw here, and he makes a great play on the ball. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Woo. He's inside the 40, inside the 20. A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down.
Well, I'm not sure you're going to find a better example of just pure speed in the open field than that run right there. I mean, when he got past the first wave, you got the sense that he might just be able to outrun everybody on the field.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. Now a give up the middle. He's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8-yard line.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He's got it at the 3.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect. It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
So the field goal makes it a one-score game here in the fourth quarter as they kick it away. This taken at the 5. He'll wind up getting this all the way to the 45-yard line. This offense and their wide receiver heading back onto the field. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
They just have to be better on 1st down. They've got to find a way to continue to operate ahead of the sticks, and I don't mind throwing it on 1st down. That is the best down in football to attempt a pass, but if they don't protect the passer, none of it's going to matter.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. He'll get this out to the left flat, and they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. Back to throw. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
As this clock continues to tick, we're getting dangerously close here to do-or-die territory. But after that 3rd down sack, real good chance of getting off the field. No points allowed. Let's see if their offense now can do their job, because defense certainly did theirs.
And now the punting unit will come on as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Slot receiver headed right. To the air now on 1st and 10. Thrown left side. The catch is made. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick 1st down. They motion the slot man left. He'll drop to throw. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Another try, 2nd and 10. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away.
We spent so much time talking about quarterbacks and the special plays that they can make. And, of course, that's a big part of playing quarterback in the NFL. But also, can you avoid the bad plays? Do you know when the fight is over and live to play another down? Don't take that sack. Throw the ball away, get back out there on 3rd down, and give yourself a chance.
That is incomplete. And here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs. So the fans going to head home happy. It's a win for the hometown squad. They get the victory away from home.